All right. I think we're recording. What's good, PFL? It's your boy Austin Briley coming back here. Back-to-back Georgia games. We'll see Georgia taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide here. Carson Young versus KJ Smith. Let's get everybody coming out here. Get hyped down there in the chat, everybody. This is a big game. Alabama just falling to Michigan, but Georgia getting that huge win over Utah just a week ago. And we see Kyson Carter up there. Ryan Brooks get early highlight action for you on the broadcast. We'll get some Carson Young. Ignore that NFL logo. You see Carson Young and the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on KJ Smith and the Georgia Bulldogs. Big SEC matchup. We see Ryan Brooks, everybody on the screen here, getting his first touchdown of the week, last week, of a 76-yard long touchdown run, the right side of the field. And we'll obviously look for him to see if he can get more of those here today. See KJ Smith getting hyped up on that sideline after having one of the better touchdown to interception ratios in the PFL currently. Only 2 interceptions on the year. I believe either 5 or 6 touchdowns. We'll go ahead and get this taken care of here in just a moment. We got Zeke's girl over here working it for us, so it'll be a little bit of a learning experience for both of us, but we'll get things going here shortly. Appreciate everybody's patience as well. We'll go ahead and touch on that last Georgia game. Georgia coming out and getting the win, 27 points over the Utah Utes. Go ahead and make sure I have all the rosters down here in the chat. I do. So we'll get situated on that, and then like I said, we'll get underway, everybody. Appreciate your patience again. I know they do as well. There we go. Let's go down to Super Sim. Okay, go ahead and press square. Down to slow. Okay, now go down to jump forward and then click end of the game. All right, everybody, and there we go. We are off here in Tuscaloosa. See the ball get kicked off to Georgia here first. See a knee get taken in the back of the end zone by K5. KJ Smith's going to come out here, like I said, after that huge win last week. We'll actually have KJ Smith at 5 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, to correct my earlier statement. But still one of the best overall ratios that we've seen so far in the PFL in this early season. See a single back with Ryan Brooks. 89 going to motion, block off the run. KJ's going to hand it off to Ryan Brooks. So that's going to be a gain of what looks to be about 2 yards. We'll get confirmation here in just a second. Ryan Brooks, 27 rushes for 212 yards and a touchdown last week against the Utah Utes. But we'll be correct. 2nd down and 8. 2 yards on the play by Ryan Brooks. Looked like he had something to say after that. We got KJ in the backfield with Ryan to the right. KJ's going to take the ball, going to float one through the air, and he's going to barely miss one. Might have been Luke McConkey down there. Big target for KJ Smith last week in the win over Utah, completing that game-sealing touchdown on that deep pass to the right side of the field. It'll be 3rd down and 8. KJ Smith and Ryan Brooks in the backfield. KJ looks to pass. KJ's going to scramble, and he's going to wisely throw that ball away as he's about to be sacked. KJ will start the game 0-2, as he usually does like to do, so nothing out of particular KJ fashion here. Georgia will punt the ball away. And we'll see a short return. Now comes Carson Young, everybody. 7 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. 1,100 yards in the season. 83 of 133. Not sure if those are accurate stats, but provided they are, there you go. Let's see, a single back here. Let's see if this is Kyshawn or Gradney. And that will be Gradney. So it'll be Kimani Gradney last week, 21 rushes, 67 yards, 0 touchdowns. 88 rushes on the year. We'll see Carson Young float one, but that's going to fall incomplete with great pass coverage there to deflect it. It'll be 3rd down and 3, or not 3, 8. We'll see a pass intercepted. We'll have to see who that was on the interception here in a second, as he's blocking and looking for blockers as well. It'll be Jones the 3rd on the interception, so instead of seeing KJ throw an interception to start off this game, we're going to see Carson Young throw the first turnover of the ball game. It was intended for Swift Carson. As Georgia will come back out onto the field, you see Ryan Brooks and Kyson Carter on the screen. A couple of those defenders are walking back off the field now. Just outside the 40-yard line. Ryan Brooks will take it up the middle and secure himself a gain of what looks to be about 7 or 8 yards. 2nd and 3. This time just a hair above the 35-yard line. That'll be a pass completed by KJ Smith. That'll be the first pass completion of KJ Smith for a gain of 10 yards to Wimbo Bands. 1st down, Georgia. The hair inside the 25-yard line this time as they're moving in increments of 10, it seems like. It's a motion from Chris Elko, I believe that is. And Ryan Brooks will take it up the middle, fight his way to just short of a 1st down, 2nd and 2. Ryan Brooks will take it again, getting the 1st down on the play. Again, it looks to be about 6, just outside the 10-yard line, Georgia football. Just outside the 10-yard line, KJ Smith throws a pass complete to number 84. So I have to get verification on this number real quick. I do believe that is who I think it is. And that is Luke McConkey, everybody. Previous, like I said, hero of the game last week. KJ's looking for a target to pass to. Throws one that almost completed. Would have been out of bounds, it looked like, unfortunately. But we'll see a 3rd down and 2 come out here. Probably see it go to Ryan Brooks, as we will. And Brooks is going to get stopped just short, so we're going to see a famous 3-point setup by Georgia to start off this football game. Unless they go for it here for whatever reason. 4th down and 3. We'll see the field goal unit come out here for Georgia. 6:51 left in the 1st quarter. And we have a 3-0 ball game, everybody. So 6:47 left in the 1st quarter. Georgia leads it over the Alabama Crimson Tide, 3-0. We'll look to see Carson Young bounce back here after that previous interception. Now that the opposition has scored points A touchdown would make this a 2-possession game. Therefore, a score of some kind to match Georgia's field goal is imperative on this play or drive. Looks like that'll be Andre Roche on the returns for Alabama, as Carson Young will come back out, starting with a usual KJ Smith stat line to begin the game. And so perhaps we'll see some KJ Smith-like behavior from Carson here and have a big game come out of this. Let's see Gradney take the ball up the middle. Either we'll have a first down or be just short. Looks like he will be just short, 2nd and inches. Kamani Gradney. Looks like he'll take it again for a first down. 3 rushes of 18 yards so far. Just at the 45-yard line, it looks like. Looks like Gradney will be back there again. Play action. Carson Young. Carson's going to float it. He's going to get a sideline completion. And that is going to be Romo. To make sure that I have his name correct here real quick. It'll be Dylan Romo. Like I said, we previously saw Alabama fall to Michigan 27-6, so we'll have to see how that plays out here if any of those similar struggles come into effect. We'll see Grady try to get shifty with it, but amount to about a midway gain. 2nd and 6. Grady's going to run directly towards contact, and it's not going to end well. It'll be a loss of a yard on the play. 3rd and 7. There'll be speed on the tackle. So he got in there very, very quickly to get a loss of yards stop on Kamani Gradney. Hopefully we'll get some big scoring plays here soon. We'll get super, super hyped up in this. Get hyped up in the chat. Like I said, big shout out to Zeke and his girl for making this happen still. So see Gradney shift out to the left side of the field. Obvious passing situation. That'll fall as a check down. Then it'll be 4th and inches. So we'll have to see if they come out here and either kick it. That'll be Allen on the reception. Kick it or go for it. If you're an Alabama fan, you're probably gritting your teeth right now. Just being like, man, almost, but not quite. And you got to worry if you don't get this right here. Georgia gets that ball back. They could score again, but at least they are in decent field position to turn this ball over if they do, and they looks like they will. So it looks like Georgia's going to take over right between the 30 and the 20-yard line here. If Georgia can score here outside of a field goal, this can be a double possession game, which would be a very, very impressive and crucial start against this Alabama Crimson Tide team, who otherwise started the season undefeated until a week ago. We'll see Ryan Brooks with his single touchdown on the year. After last week, we didn't guess that, though. Brooks is going to take it here again, but stop short. It'll be 2nd and 12, so a loss of 2 yards there on the play. It'll be Anderson Jr. on the tackle. He's coming in there, blowing past his defenders and securing that tackle on Brooks. That's what you got to do if you want to keep Brian Brooks contained after a week that he had last week. AJ's going to float, and that's completed. It'll be number 11, Chris Elko, everybody. What an amazing pass. Wow. Not sure how or why you throw that, but nonetheless, you got a receiver like Chris Elko out there. He's going to come down with it, and that's going to be a completed catch. Alrighty, everybody. 1st and 10, just outside the 45-yard line, by way of the 40-yard line. Ryan Brooks is going to take it. He's going to push up in the middle a little bit. He's going to be halfway there. It'll be about 2nd and 4, so he'll make it a little bit more than halfway there. Mr. Carter come in motion. KJ's going to float it again like he does, and that's going to be almost intercepted, almost caught, and they're both tackling each other now at the end of the field. KJ looks to pass it again. He's going to throw a direct interception. This one might be a pick six, everybody, and that's not going to be as he runs right towards the lineman. That'll be Gardner on the interception, so it'll be KJ's first return back to his interception throwing. And that'll mark it even at 1-on-1 for both of these quarterbacks in this contest. Kimani Graney comes out here with 2 touchdowns on the year, 368 yards and 92 rushing attempts. Let's see, Moody there, not to be confused with UCLA kicker Lake Moody. As Graney's going to get shifty with it, he's going to take it up the middle. He's going to fall just short. 2nd and 4. What do you do if you're Alabama? Hand it off to Graney, I guess. First down, Kimani Graney. 7 rushes, 32 yards as he's making a very solid impact for them in this game so far. And what otherwise is a pretty quiet passing game for both of these teams. Graney's going to look to do something again, seeks out contact, and gains only a couple on the play. And 9 seconds left in the first quarter. That'll be the end of your first quarter, everybody. 3-0 Georgia Bulldogs over the Alabama Crimson Tide at the end of the first quarter here. We'll have to see what the second quarter entails. Everybody throw up your 2s in the chat. We'll see KJ kind of get shifty with it on his own, try to take it with a little bit of a jog. Carson, sorry, not KJ. Carson Young, everybody. My apologies. He'll also complete a pass here, number 3. And that'll be Andre Roche. Roddy Andre Roche. My apologies to Carson Young and KJ Smith down in the chat. I know you guys are watching. Sorry for the mix-up, everybody, but we'll get right back to where we were. 20-yard line, Alabama Crimson Tide, Carson Young. Hands it off to Kimani Graney. Graney's going to pick up about 2 on the play. No, 2, 4, sorry. 2nd down and 6. Hand it off to Kimani Graney again as he's going to fight his way for the first down. Looked like he was going to go down immediately, but somehow kept his balance and drug his way across to the first down. First down and goal, Alabama. So we might see our first touchdown here shortly with 10:19 left in the second quarter. Or perhaps we'll see a tying field goal. Or nothing at all. As we saw last week, Georgia faced a couple situations where they got super close and ended up leaving with nothing due to some costly penalties. Penalties are going to be crucial to be managed in this game. Carson Young looking to pass. Floats one, and he's going to complete it, but it's going to be out of the back of the end zone to Roddy Andre Roche. He'll look to pass again here by himself in the backfield. And he's going to be sacked as he throws it. Looking like that was intended for Roddy Andre Roche again. 3rd down and goal. Wouldn't be wise to run it here, but they might, and they won't. And touchdown, Alabama Crimson Tide, number 82. That'll be Allen. Good shot. Yeah, so that'll be Allen, everybody, on that crucial touchdown here. So we'll see a 6-3 ball game here, barring a field goal, which will make it a 7-point game so far for the Alabama Crimson Tide. And there you have it. So 7-3 with 9:48 left in the second quarter. as Ryan Brooks sits down, talks to Finley. His coach comes over, sits down in between them, and going to run over some things. Maybe not with Brooks as much, but definitely with Finley. The Alabama swirl. And Alabama will take a 7-3 lead here at home. As K5 will take a knee in the back of the end zone. Out comes Ryan Brooks and KJ Smith again after that last drive. Watching Alabama put 7 up on the board. Now seeing what Georgia's going to do here. Hand it off to Ryan Brooks, and Ryan Brooks is going to get loose. Ryan's going to get up to about midfield. And it looks like he'll be just shy outside the 45-yard line. That's about 42, 43-yard line as Ryan Brooks is going to get a massive pickup on the play. And that's what you love to see here from your running back when your team goes down again like this. My man showed that he could run last week, and so he's really kind of hopefully put on a show for us the rest of this ball game here. KJ Smith in the backfield of Ryan Brooks. Now motion Ryan Brooks out to the right side of the field, so he'll stay in the back by himself. KJ is going to throw it to Ryan Brooks for a moderate check down. 2nd and 4. So look the pass again, completes the pass again. And that's going to be a huge pickup by Chris Elko there, with a huge wave of Alabama defenders on the tackle. Georgia is now moving back down the field. Chris Elko with 2 receptions, but 41 yards on the ball game. 2 huge plays. Single back Ryan Brooks. As they'll fake the hike, send a receiver in motion and hand it off to Brooks. As Brooks is going to take it up the middle. Brooks is going to get just outside the 15-yard line by way of the 10-yard line. Looks like they'll be down at just about the 14 or the 13-yard line here. Swift Carson's going to be having a conversation with Carson Young. Carson to Carson. Hopefully look to see that connection develop here soon. As Ryan Brooks breaks away for another huge gain. First down, Georgia inside the 20-yard line. They'll look to pass again, and that'll be incomplete to Chris Elko. 2nd down and 10. As Ryan Brooks is going to take it up the middle. Ryan Brooks almost getting to his 2nd touchdown, but falls just short. Perhaps to let him finish off this drive, as he's been absolutely crucial for this Georgia offense on this drive. What a way it would be to see the kid get his 2nd touchdown for the year, right here against this Alabama team, to give them back this lead. It's the whole motto of Ryan Brooks, previous Heisman winner. And so, huge asset here for the Georgia Bulldogs and their running back. That'll be another wave of Alabama defenders on the tackle. The 1st and goal here. Ryan Brooks in the backfield. You have to see if they pass it or run it still. Probably a mixture of both if they don't get it right away. And Ryan Brooks will get his 2nd touchdown on the season. Shout out to Ryan Brooks, everybody, down in the chat. Everybody give your hand claps to Ryan Brooks. Heisman winner getting his 2nd touchdown here to put his team right back up over this Alabama Crimson Tide. Perhaps I'm a little bit biased because he's also my coach, but fantastic way to see him get back out here and get on the board 2 consecutive weeks. See a PAT come out here shortly. Make this a 10-7 ball game, or 10-9 ball game. 10-7, sorry. Looking at the scores all weird. All right, so 10-7 ball game with 7:14 left in the 2nd quarter. 7 plays, 74 yards. So, pretty moderate drive for the Georgia offense, but nonetheless pays off with a touchdown, and so that's what you want to see. Georgia's going to go ahead and kick this ball off again right here. Drop it back to Roddy Andre Roche, and he'll take a knee in the back of the end zone to set up Alabama at the 20-yard line. Out comes Kamani Gradney and Carson Young, after previously putting up a score that was matched by the Georgia offense. Now that things are in order, hopefully look to see this connections become a little bit more prevalent here. As Gradney's going to take the ball. He's going to get somewhat loose with it. He's going to fall just short, about 2 yards of the first down. It'll be 2nd and 2. As they'll do it again, but this time it'll be Carson Young, as Carson's going to push himself forward for the first down. So Carson Young with the first down after Kamani Gradney almost got it with the other play. First down here, Alabama football. He's going to hand it off to Gradney again, as Gradney's going to do about the exact same thing as he did last time. This time gaining the exact same amount of yardage, so 2nd and 2. So be handed the ball again, and he'll be stopped short of the first down this time. What a massive hit by Moore. As you see the special teams and other different coordinators speaking to the teams on the sideline. See the linebackers move forward but resume their positions. They'll take a fake snap from the Alabama side of the football. And that'll be a first down catch for Kamani Gradney just outside the first down on a flat route. Just outside the 50-yard line, Alabama football, first down. And Gradney's going to be stopped after a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play by a swarm of Georgia defenders. Looks like Juan Redden will be credited with the tackle. Shout out to Juan Redden in the chat, everybody, for getting recognized somehow in the cluster of all that, all those men. Pause. And Carson Young will be taking a play action attempt here as he throws a dot as he's running while he's to number 82. We'll see who that is here in just a second. That'll be Allen again, so I don't have his name on the roster, but we'll get that moving forward. So it'll just be Allen for now, but Allen on the huge play action pickup by Carson Young. What an interesting release. .357 here left in the second quarter. So they're going to do more fake snapping. Carson Young. Kamani Gradney has a favor of getting to about the 2nd and 2 every single time. So 2nd and 2 again, Kamani Gradney. We'll see what they do here. Second down's been very mixed up here as I hand it to the fullback. That'll be McClellan on a massive barrel through of just spinning through. Coach will be waving his men along on the sideline. A massive spin fest, looking like he was at the laundromat there. Spinning his way to about the 10 or 15-yard line. 10-yard line. Carson Young in the backfield, Kamani Gradney to his left. Another fake snap. That'll be handed off to Gradney again. Gradney will get somewhat loose and he'll fall short at the 5-yard line. Place him down at the 6 for whatever reason. And this time it'll be Carson Young taking it. He's going to try and run for it. He's going to try and power forward again, as this time he's going to power forward in the semi-right direction. He'll fall just short, 3rd and 1. They're taking a minute here to snap it to ensure that Georgia doesn't do anything before the clock expires for the half. And that'll be Gradney on the touchdown, everybody. So Kamani Gradney going in for another touchdown here. Put Alabama up now, 13-10, barring an extra point here to make it a 14-10 ball game. 1:36 left here, though. As you've seen from my games or some of the other different games, this is still a lot of time, so Georgia does have the time here to make a big play, either get this game closer or back into a lead range for them before they go into the half. But what a huge touchdown for Kamani Gradney as teammate Swift Carson runs over to congratulate him first and seemingly only. They will kick this extra point, and it will become a 14-10 ball game. Minute 36 as Ryan Brooks sits down with Finley again. And coach comes to get in the way yet again. Ryan Brooks just wants to get across a message that he's got to this kid, but coach won't let him do that. Alabama kicks the ball off here to Georgia. Minute 36 left in the second quarter. As we know from football, we'll be into it. Oh, a little bit of shifty work there, so he's going to fall forward to what looks like to be about the 30-yard line. As we see, normally we'll have a much quicker second half. Things will develop more. The game will heat up. More time will get ticked off. And so, appreciate y'all for stalling around. I know this is going to be a little bit longer of a video, like I said, because we had to fix some of those things earlier, but got everything set up. So again, shout out to Zeke and his girl for making it happen. See KJ Smith back here with Ryan Brooks. As KJ is going to take a play action. Ryan Brooks delivers a crucial block. We'll see who that was here in a second. Number 13 for now. That'll be AJ Barnes. All right, so AJ Barnes will be number 13. You see that pass completed there, like I said, with a crucial block delivered by Ryan Brooks on that left side. Otherwise, KJ Smith would have been absolutely shredded on the blind side. See no huddle here, so they are looking to make an impact before this half runs out. Figure out how they do that as they pass it short here to Ryan Brooks. We'll see another no huddle here. KJ Smith looking to pass it again, most likely, as he will. Delivers a deep pass, and that'll be completed to Chris Elko. So another huge pass completed to Chris Elko. That'll put him either close to or in field goal range. With a minute and 1 second left here in the second quarter. As you hear from the player down on the field, they ain't playing no games, and that's correct. They're coming out here, throwing it right out of the gate. Not a lot of defensive contention here, and so we'll have to wonder if Georgia's going to put up more points by the way of a touchdown or by a field goal before this half concludes. So they are in field goal range by way of the kickers being fixed with the sliders. KJ Smith looks to pass it again. KJ will pass it, and he'll complete it again to Kyson Carter. Kyson Carter with a huge game last week against the Utah Utes by way of him and KJ Smith, completing almost a lot of Chris Elko tonight-like plays. Chris Elko kind of being the man to take over that, but Kyson Carter making his first couple appearances here in this ball game. KJ Smith's going to go back there with 48 seconds left. Clock still ticking, but all 3 timeouts. Throwing out of the back of the end zone. Probably decided last second that wasn't the best pass to throw, so just floated it. The clock will stop with 42 seconds left. Inside the 20-yard line, Georgia. They'll throw another one out of the back of the end zone while on the move that time. Come on, KJ. Come on, KJ, you got this. KJ, coach over there, getting furious about the clock management so far and the play calling. Feeling like his quarterback's not given the best chance to succeed right now. And he throws another incompletion there, so it looks like this game will only go up by 3 more points, as the Georgia fans and the Georgia players are probably duking it out in the chats right now. So we'll get a hand clap there at the end of the play. A 14-13 ball game, 30 seconds left here. And we'll see if Alabama wants to do anything extra before they take it into the half here. If I'm Alabama, I'm just handing this ball off. But they're not looking to do that. They're looking to pass it. So it looks like they are going to start throwing the ball again. That'll be completed to Roddy Andre Roche by Carson Young, 7 for 12. UGA allowing 178 total yards out of offense by this Alabama team. And we're going to see a check down or a flat play turn into a huge play. It'll be just outside the 50-yard line, but that'll end it. And we're going to go ahead and let this bleed into the half here, everybody. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with you once this concludes. Hey, if you can hear me, unmute yourself for a second. If you have the mic, I'm with you. And we're back, everybody. Sorry for that long pause. Hopefully that'll be edited out later. But Roddy Andre Roche will be back in there for the return. And out comes Kamani Gradney. Alabama to start this second half. First down and 10. As the pass will be completed. What looks to be a second and inches by Alabama. And it looks like it'll be Dylan Romo. Just short of the first down here. We'll probably see Kamani Grady take it. And we will. First down, Kamani Grady. He fights his way forward for an extra 5 or 6 yards after the play. Maybe 7. J.J. Smith going over some things on the tablet as Alabama's making it work right now on the field. We hand off to Kamani Gradney again. Kamani Gradney will get about just back to the line, it looks like. Actually, with a gain of 2. Kamani Gradney with the gain of 2 on the previous play. Kamani Gradney will take the ball again here. Get his way up to about the second, or 3rd and 2. Sorry. Loving that 2 yards to the first down, I guess. He's had that now on 4 separate occasions. Roddy Andre Roche, you hear him yelling Roddy down on the field. You get 6 yards after contact there on that previous play for a first down, Alabama football. They're clapping it up over on the sideline as Roddy Andre Roche is going to take it on the sweep. That'll be a first down on the play after a gain of about 10 or so. Alabama is going to look to continue their drive on here. First drive out of the half. Marching their way downfield by way of Kamani Gradney as he is stopped here by number 21. It'll be 26-14 rush pass ratio for the Alabama offense, as it'll be Juan Redden on the previous play with the tackle. Kamani Gradney will be tackled short again here, as it'll be about a 2nd and 8, or 3rd and 8, sorry. Carson's looking to pass it. Hopefully it doesn't get sacked. Launches a ball and throws it out of bounds, looking like it was intended for Dylan Romo. As Alabama looks to continue their lead, and their lead is going to extend here to 17-13 by way of a long field goal by Fletcher. More than enough leg to get this one done. Ignore that NFL logo. This game will widen out to a 17-13 ball game with 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, everybody. K5 looks to take it out this time, and he will. Takes it out to about the 25 or so yard line, maybe 24. Ryan Brooks will come back out onto the field. KJ Smith looking to combat that previous play. Make this a 3-point ball game of their own. Ryan Brooks in the backfield. Ryan Brooks will get the ball here. Ryan will get tripped up short. 2nd and 10. You're going to see another fake hike, as that'll be thrown to Chris Elko, this time for a very short gain, if there's a gain at all to be had. And it looks like there won't be. It'll actually be a loss of yardage on the play. It's Chris Elko with the first loss of yardage on the night. Didn't think we'd see that after those major gains that he had previously in this ballgame. Nonetheless, there you have it. Completing a knuckleball looking pass, as that didn't do very much. Ryan Brooks looks to take it again, and Ryan Brooks takes him about halfway there, but it's not going to matter. 4th down and about 3. Official call is 4th down and 4, everybody. You hear him shouting Houston, not sure who that is. Just that ignore those NFL teams and those NFL chants. This team is obviously masking the Texans and the Dolphins. Shout out to the makers of the mod, too, for making this possible until the game comes out next year. Georgia's going to punt the football back over to Alabama, who has scored on their last 3 possessions. And Roddy Andre Roche is going to get about 6 yards per return tonight. Carson Young and Kamani Graney are going to come back out here now. Kamani Graney with the totals overall in his season growing as the game continues on. Carson Young hands it off to Kamani Graney. Kamani Graney gets it up to about halfway there. Mark it down at the cool little spot. About 5 yards away. It'll be 2nd down and 4. So they're going to mark him about 6 yards on the game. See JT Daniels back there. In case something were to happen to KJ Smith. Carson Young hands it off to Kamani Graney. Kamani Graney getting stopped by K5. Haven't really paid too much attention to how much his side of the field's been getting worked tonight, but makes a huge stop there. 3rd down and 3. So they're going to hand it off to Kamani Graney again, and this time he's going to fall forward for a 1st down. 1st down and 10, Kamani Graney. That'll be Smith on the tackle. But all in all for now. 1st down. As they'll come back out here. Kamani Graney in the backfield, under center. There'll be another handoff to Kamani Graney that stops short. Might be a loss of yardage on the play, and it'll actually look like he got right back to the line of scrimmage. Carson Young looking to pass. Hopefully does, and he will, but it falls incomplete. Carson Young looks to pass, throws an interception. We'll have to see who this interception. That's K5, everybody. K5 with an interception here on Carson Young, getting shifty with it and getting him to the 35-yard line. K5 with the interception. Everybody drop your K5s down in the chat. Everybody shout out your boy Khalil Howard. K5 with a crucial interception here at this point in the game to keep his Georgia team within this ball game. Just as we were talking earlier about his side not necessarily being worked too much or being worked potentially too much, it makes a huge, huge, huge statement there to correct whatever way I was going to go with that argument. What a huge opportunity for Georgia right now to get back into this ball game and to take a lead of their own with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. As Ryan Brooks is going to take it, he's going to run forward with it. He's going to get past the 1st down marker. Be short to about the 22-yard line, short of the 20-yard line. About 8 yards after contact on that play, as Alabama's coach is looking back being like, really, guys? Ryan Brooks, just a crucial playmaker for this Georgia team. KJ looks to pass. Chris Elko, touchdown, Chris Elko. Chris Elko making a huge catch again here as he gets a touchdown on the board to put Georgia ahead right now, 19-17, with 3 minutes left and 13 seconds in this third quarter. Barring an extra point, we'll have a 3-point ball game again. Georgia will retake the lead. Cater's really just got a way of seeing and finding those deep passes and just hitting them with perfect accuracy every single time. K5 gets the interception. Chris Elko gets the touchdown. KJ's happy. Coach is happy. Lead's brought back up, and that's what you love to see from two of your team's all-stars. Working in tandem to accomplish the greater goal. As we now have a 20-17 ball game in favor of Georgia over the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in this third quarter. Birati Andre Roche on the return. Looks like he'll make it just out past the 20-yard line. Down, looks like at the 22. Give him about 24 yards on the return because of the fact that he was 2 yards back in the end zone. Monty Grady comes back out onto the field. Crushed a little bit inside after that previous turnover by Carson Young. As Alabama has lost their momentum that they've carried for a majority of this game. Throw a pass to Kamani Gradney as Gradney's going to get lit up by number 22. Kamani Gradney will take it for a first down here. Monty Gradney will take the ball again here. He's going to get loose with it. He's going to run past the 50-yard line. He's going to fall short just about the 50 or 45-yard line. He's a first down for Alabama football. Gradney kind of showing his tension on that last drive, coming out here getting big gains. Right now it's K5 versus K5. So let's see which K5 prevails. That's going to be a huge stack there. Oh my God. As Carson Young's just going to lay down, spread his arms out, and just take a second to really dramatize the situation. Wow, what a major hit by number 99. That's going to be more on the sack, really lowering his shoulder into his Carson Young's shoulder and just plowing him down to the ground. It'll be second and 22. 57 seconds left in this third quarter. Carson Young's going to look play action. He's going to throw a completion. To Randolph. As we see a halfback screen attempt to Kamani Gradney, but as he barrels through K5 and is tackled down by number 7 that Ryan Brooks was talking to earlier. Alabama will now have to punt the ball away due to that huge sack. And that'll be the end of your third quarter, everybody, so drop your fours down in the chat. Hopefully we don't have another game crash like we had at halftime. And we'll finish this one up here. 20-17 by way of Georgia over the Alabama Crimson Tide. Starting your fourth quarter here as Alabama looks to punt the ball away to start off the quarter. On a 4th down and 4. As they will boot it away successfully, but that is going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. KJ Smith's going to come back out here, maintaining the lead. And that's what this is going to be about here, is maintaining leads or extending them. They can extend their lead by a touchdown here, and that will go a long way in securing yet another Georgia victory over the Alabama Crimson Tide. Look at Ryan Brooks here, most likely after seeing motion, and we will. Ryan Brooks is going to be tackled short, but we have a flag on the play. We'll see what that was here in just a second. Looks like it'll be holding on the offense. That'll be Tate Radledge. So get spoken to by his teammate. First down and 20. Not 20, 10, sorry. That'll go short to Ryan Brooks for about the 13-yard line. KJ Smith looking to pass. Throws the ball away again after deciding he didn't want to get hit like his previous counterpartner did. We've seen that for a lot from KJ Smith tonight. A lot of throwing the ball away, not taking huge sacks. I'm not even sure that he's been sacked, actually, to this point. And so, overall, great game. Chris Elko is going to get another major catch. That's not going to amount to very much, as this will be 4th down and about 3 here. But nonetheless, getting them much further down the field, at least in retrospect to aiding in punt territory. It'll be McKinstry on the tackle. Fourth down and 3. Georgia. I'll look to snap the ball here, punt it away. I'll look to return this, and oh my God, his head is gone. Nope, that was just the football, everybody. Sorry about that. It was 9 and 10 walking back out onto the field. Carson and Carson. What an interesting way to numerically dialect themselves. Carson Young. Looking to pass. Does pass. Pass is going to fall incomplete after being forced incomplete by Khalil Howard. That way of backward shove. Second down. Carson Young looks to pass again. Will complete this pass to Kamani Gradney. Not sure where that'll be placed at. It'll be a 3rd and 2. Carson Young being a bit urgent with these snaps. Looking to do play action. Throws another play action pass. This time it's going to be completed to Roddy Andre Roche at the 40-yard line. Not anybody too notable over there to protect that side of the field. Other than Kyrie Sims. We see Kyrie Sims right there getting the tackle. Kyrie Sims from the safety position. No, he'll give me some for that later. Sorry about that comment. You see it pass to K5. K5's going to get out about halfway to the first down. 2nd and 6, I believe. 5. Carson all by himself in the backfield. 8:44 left in this 4th quarter. Carson looks to pass. Does. Completes it to Kamani Gradney just inside the 30-yard line. First down, Alabama. So barring any turnovers right now, they are within range to tie this football game at the very least, should that come to it. We'll see another pass completed there on the sideline. It'll be Dylan Romo. Carson Young looking to pass. Does. Throws it into a mixture of people. Completes it. Over to Dylan Romo again. Carson Young looking to pass again. Will. Throws it complete to Roddy Andre Roche. First down, Alabama. Just outside the 10-yard line. And a jump catch. Roddy Andre Roche showing his agility. Everybody give your rars down in the chat, as the dinosaur is growling, looking to make his impact felt and his presence known. Looking to pass again. That'll be Swift Carson reaching for the end zone, but it'll come up just short. I know Alabama fans were probably thinking touchdown there, but not quite. As Gradney will be almost stopped, almost stripped, but gets a touchdown to put Alabama up now in this ball game. So we'll have to see what Georgia can do here with 6 minutes and 1 second. I have a feeling this will be the last chance that Alabama touches the football. So if defensively they can hold strong here, outside of taking knees, this game might be over now. We'll have to see. Kamani Grady's fought his entire way through this game. He's kept everybody in it. He's kept Carson being Carson. He's really just stepped up this game. So shout out to Kamani Grady, everybody. Become a 24-20 ball game, so a touchdown has to come here. Field goal is not going to cut it with 6 minutes and 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Alabama looks to kick it off, like I said, to Georgia, probably for their last offensive drive. We'll have to see how this one plays out. It'll be K5 on the return with the Fang pacifier and the visor. As KJ Smith comes out here with only 10 incompletions on the day, looking to give his team a not only SEC victory, but continue on this march they've been on ever since they lost to Oregon week 1. As that'll be completed to number 1 for a huge gain. So that'll be a great start. That'll be Wimbo Bands. Wimbo Bands on the massive reception there. It'll be Johnson on the tackle. KJ Smith just outside the 45-yard line, maybe at the 45-yard line. Looks to pass. Will completes it to number 13. It'll be AJ Barnes. So right now Georgia is moving down the field, but perhaps moving too quickly. You don't want to see them move too quickly. So hopefully Ryan Brooks will get involved here shortly to kind of milk down this clock in a way, due to the fact that there will be no 2-minute warning. Perhaps that's what they're doing with these possession catches, just making sure that they get the ball down and then they can preserve this time to milk down the clock. Hopefully we'll see Ryan Brooks take the ball here. And we won't. We'll see KJ Smith look to pass it again. KJ is going to pass it again successfully. Over to Chris Elko for a moderate gain. KJ Smith is under center here on this play. We'll finally hand it off to Ryan Brooks, as Ryan Brooks is going to barrel forward for what looks to be a 3rd and 1. So this is important right here for Georgia that they pick up this. And I'm not sure if they did. We'll have to see here in just a second. It does look like Georgia will maintain possession of the football. First down, Ryan Brooks. So that'll keep the clock moving in the way that you want it to, if you don't snap this ball right away. And so hopefully Georgia's got a game plan here that is going to be successful and they can put this game away. And that's going to be perfect. Kyson Carter is going to get them down to the 5-yard line. The Georgia fans are probably licking their chops right now, talking their trash to this Alabama team in the war zone down in the chat. Everybody go ahead and get hyped. Not sure what's going to happen here, everybody. But this is a huge game going on right now between two major teams. Will Alabama fall 2 weeks in a row, or will Georgia take their first loss again since week 1? Stay tuned to find out. Ryan Brooks is going to take it to about the 1-yard line. Oh, this is getting crazy, everybody. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. We see a fake hike. We see a play action pass. KJ's going to pass it. Touchdown, Georgia Bulldogs! It is going to be Kyson Carter, everybody. That is going to put Georgia ahead now. 2 points here. Alabama needing a field goal to tie it. A touchdown to take the lead. We'll have to be watching for potential turnovers here, but what a massive play by Kyson Carter to contribute 2 weeks in a row here. KJ Smith throwing yet another touchdown, keeping his team within this game. So Georgia now takes the lead 27-24, as we are all very unsure what's going to happen with this game right now. The chance for overtime is getting much larger as the seconds go by. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Will Alabama save us from overtime? Will Georgia save us from overtime, or will we see extra innings? Have the dinosaur taking it just out past the 25-yard line. Kamani Graney will come back out here today with 135 rushing yards, 22 reception yards and 157 total offensive yards. And just an overall offensive explosion from this running back today to keep this team comfortable. Carson Young looking to pass. And will be sacked again by Moore. Moore with 1.5 sacks on the night as Carson Young continuously gets sacked. While we haven't seen KJ Smith be sacked once, or if we have seen him be sacked once, not much more than that. And that's going to be huge here for this Georgia team. This is going to push Alabama even further back, needing one of their deep plays to Swift Carson or something like that. Otherwise, this game could be in much larger jeopardy here at this point. Minute 50 seconds left, 3 timeouts, but the clock is just running. And it looks like that's what we will see. Not sure who that was on the reception. That might have been Swift Carson over there. Not gonna. Oh no, it's going to be Allen actually. So that'll be Allen on the reception. So that'll get them to a 3rd and 2. Kamani Grady will get the first down to keep this drive moving along. They're not moving very urgently either. Kamani Grady will get the moderate pickup, but the first down nonetheless. Finley is going to make the tackle. Carson Young on the no huddle is going to throw the ball away after feeling the pressure on the back. So actually almost throw an interception. That wasn't a thrown away pass. That was an actual live pass that he was attempting to throw. So that is going to cause it to be 2nd down and 10. Carson's looking to take one of his deep passes. But that's going to be batted around. And they're now in field goal range, everybody. Carson coming up with a massive catch to potentially give Alabama a chance to take this game home. What a beautiful pass into a horrible situation. The dinosaur just unable to make that play, but Swift Carson coming in and being like, you know what, Roddy, I got you. Takes it in, and Alabama no huddle, 1 minute and 3 seconds left at the 20-yard line. Can you believe that, everybody? Alabama looking to make a huge impact now, and there's a to throw a touchdown to the back of the end zone to Dylan Romo to absolutely throw the entire momentum of this game completely off its rocker. 56 seconds now. Can Georgia respond, or will this be it? Oh my God. Wow. My heart's pounding, everybody. What a game. What a 4th quarter. I told you guys, second half, everything was going to kick up, and it did. Oh, my Lord. So now Georgia needs a touchdown in 56 seconds, which is possible because Alabama just did that. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Now's the time to be smart, but what do you do if you're Georgia? Does not look like we're going to see any extra innings in this ball game by any virtue of any types of points unless we see some sort of crazy 7-3 bout here following this kickoff. But wow. What a game. Shout out to everybody down in the chat right now. Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. What a game we're watching here. What a game it's been. Shout out to everybody for sticking with me through this game. I know we had to wait through some things, but oh my gosh. And shout out again to Zeke and his girl for making this happen, because what a game we get to watch here today. Ryan Brooks is going to shove his way through as they know time is urgent here. KJ Smith on the no huddle. Looks like Alabama has set their... Oh my gosh! So A.J. Barnes is going to come out here now, and he's going to make a huge grab. So that's going to stop the clock with 32 seconds left. He's going to put him about midfield. Oh. Number 7 looking like he's got a T. That'll be Finley again, the guy talking to Brooks earlier that kept getting interrupted by the coach. Oh, there's no way to tell how this game is going to end, guys. The adrenaline's pumping so hard right now. I'm definitely hyped now if I wasn't before. We're going to see a timeout taken right now, presumably by Georgia. That will be correct. So what are they going to do here? Almost throw an interception. You can't do that. So we need to see some sort of completion here, but that was the right idea. If that pass had a little bit more air on it, that could have been a touchdown. And checkdowns just aren't going to do it. Ryan Brooks looking to get the most that he can out of it, but it's not going to amount to nothing, so they're going to have to waste their second timeout. 22 seconds. 3rd down and 6. Oh, and that's going to fall incomplete, guys. Your ball game is going to come down to this play, potentially. Will Georgia hold on or will Alabama hold on? KJ Smith looks to take a pass. Throws it. And throws it in completion as Alabama is going to hold on here, everybody. Carson Young giving his fist bumps on the sideline because he knows what a game he's completed here today as well. Not going to help for the interception category, but what a game from Alabama that we've seen here today as Carson Young is going to take his final knee. We'll see that final timeout come out into play, but they'll take another knee and this clock will drain the rest of the way. Shout out again to everybody down in the comments. It's been Austin Briley, PFL staff, play-by-play commentator, and Oregon Ducks quarterback. Appreciate everybody that came out and saw us take on Ole Miss last week. Tune in to see us take on Miami and whatever way that goes. As Georgia is going to end their reign that they were on to Alabama by a crushing way of 4 points. What a ball game. Alabama is going to win this one by virtue of 31-27. And that's going to conclude your ball game, everybody. My name is Austin Briley. Y'all have been great. Shout out to Zeke and his girl again for making this happen. We'll catch y'all later. All right, bye-bye, everybody.